Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Madden Gaming and I'm back with another Madden 24 reaction. In today's video we got Madden 24 versus Madden 23 side by side. Wow, I'm not gonna lie to you, I seen a couple of screenshots and Madden 24 looks like a whole different level. I mean a whole different level than Madden 23. Like the what was it called, the escaping technology or whatever it was called that they that Madden announced did wonders on the players, man. Absolute wonders. I cannot wait to see more side-by-side comparisons. But before I hop into this reaction, I need you guys to like this video right now. Subscribe to your boy if you want more reactions just like this one. Without further ado, jump right into it.
In this video, we're going to be looking at Madden 23 from the newer gen consoles compared to Madden 24 on the newer gen consoles. And if you want to know about Madden 24 new versus old gen, I'll have that video coming tomorrow, so stay tuned. But today it's all about 24 versus 23. We're going to look at players that finally got their face scans, players who got updated face
That's right.
Face scans.
You got Eckler that finally got his face scans. Ooh, I ain't seen the coaches.
And more. Starting off with Austin Eckler, he's finally in the game now, and you're gonna also
yes. Look how good he looks. Pause.
I kind of prefer last year's a little better. I think I'm not sure. On some players, I think it looks better. On some, I think it looks worse. You can tell the pads are a little bigger now. They're more in between the old pads and last year. But I don't know. The upper bodies look a little bulkier to me. We got Eric Armstead finally in the game, along with Fred Warner, who we just saw. I actually got a lot of Niners this year. Juwan Jennings, they must have made a stop at the Niners facility and got a bunch of these guys this year. We also got Ray McLeod as well. So a bunch of Niners finally got in the game. And again, you can see player models a little bigger this year. Let me know if you like it. We got
I actually like it, to be honest with you.
Finally in the game as well. We got Brandon Graham finally in the game as well. And
Why he was not in the game?
Better for the bigger guys, because last year they almost looked a little sloppy. This year they still look like big guys, but a little more athletic. We also got Nakobe Dean's player likeness in the game as well. Still got some other big name guys on the Eagles that they really need to get in there though. We've got Cameron Curl of the Commanders. I mean, he was looking crazy last year, looking proper this year in Madden 24. We also got another Commander with Brian Robinson Jr. finally in the game as well, looking solid there. Tyler Higbee finally got his. His is looking on point here, looking good.
God damn, I see you, my boy.
Collins, another young guy. His actually came out really well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Uniforms as well. We got Guyton of the Chargers, and also I noticed the numbers look a lot better this year. They looked really tight.
Oh yeah.
Side by side, the numbers look way better this year. We got Matt Corral in the game now as well. Probably not gonna see much playing time now that Bryce Young is there. We got some updated face scans now. We've got Josh Allen, of course.
Look how good Josh Allen looks on Madden 24.
Looking right, but you could definitely tell pads a little bigger, upper body a little bigger. You got the numbers are bigger.
I like that the pads are a little bit bigger.
Phenomenal face scan this year. He was really due.
Phenomenal.
So out of date, so good to see that. We got Travis Kelce with the updated.
Oh my good, this don't even look real.
Again, look at the numbers. They're staying.
I did not know Madden 23 he looked like this. Oh my goodness.
His old one was.
Look at the reflections that they got on Madden 24.
I think they did some good things with the bodies and the numbers and the likeness, but I don't know. There's some guys that still looks a little weird. They look a little bulky or something to me. Got Jay Herbo with a much improved face scan as well. His old one just did not look that good. You got the real hair now. The face looks way better. Mike Evans was kind of long overdue. For an updated scan as well. You could see got the updated.
Look at the details in the beard.
Notice there's more detail on the face. It's a little subtle.
100%.
Each year on next gen, those things should get better. We got DJ Moore with a slight update here, looking just a little different than his old scan.
Yeah, I do like the numbers a lot better. You can see a lot more.
The faces. Lamar Jackson's kind of another minor one, but you could see.
I think it's because they added the pads up a little bit more.
People like the old pads when they were super bulky. Some people wanted them smaller, but then I heard people last year complaining they were too small as well. So it's like something that people just disagree on a lot. I think this year they found
that's the gaming community.
We got a good.
They don't know what they want, but they want something.
Face. That's just crazy.
That's what I've learned.
Long overdue for one, and he's got it now. We've got Derrick Henry. You could see slight changes here, more so just in the detail of the face, but you could see they definitely gave him.
Look at it. They got the little acne things on them too. Oh my goodness.
A little older.
Bro, those details are insane.
The detail, and I guess maybe it's more the lighting than anything. I think this year the lighting.
The lighting is absolutely awesome.
It should get better. Same with Mahomes. Not that it's an updated scan, but just has slightly.
And next year, when they only gotta focus on the next gen,
and the pads, just
trust me, guys, it's gonna be something special.
Side by side, so you could just see kind of where the details have changed this year. But
now I don't really like the pads on Trevor Lawrence that much.
Now,
Not the pads, but like the jerseys on Trevor Lawrence.
I guess it's more so the lighting probably. Again, they look a little shinier, so I guess they look a little bit more like eye paint now than they did before, but I think that's really more so just due to the lighting. I don't think they actually changed the paint too much itself, but I've been seeing a ton of people mention this, so wanted to get some eye paint shots for you here so that you could see it up close for yourself. They also gave Aiden Hutchinson his signature eye paint. He's the only one that has
This looks absolutely awesome. Thank you, Madden.
rookies that are currently scanned into the game.
Ooh, okay.
Young. Majority of the rookies usually come with the first couple updates after release. That's how it's been lately. So some of the bigger names.
Look at CJ. Oh, they got the bruh, the beard.
Usually come
Oh my goodness.
later.
The hair. Look at that.
Really good. Each year, the new rookies that come in, the face scans get better and better because we're just another year on next gen. The face scan technology is way better now than it was even 5 years ago. So all the guys coming in now, as you can see,
Facts.
they look really solid now. Bijan Robinson got a good skin.
I like how they did the hairstyles, in my opinion.
I mean, they look as lifelike as they pretty much could look at this point. We got Quentin Johnson with the face scan as well. They definitely are missing some big name guys like Jackson Smith and Jigba, for example. Like, there's a few guys.
Oh, Jigba's not in here?
Here got Devon Witherspoon, but yeah, the other names, they'll be there.
I bet you they're gonna be some of the best face scans in the game next year,
Junior, though, second round,
or coming up in the next update.
First round guys. And then we've got Tyree Wilson as well, who is also in the game. Now, hey, if you're still here at this point of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well go ahead and subscribe and join the family, because you're basically already a part of the family whether you like it or not. And if you want to stay updated with all your football gaming news, this is the place to be. Now let's look at some of the coaches. We've got the likeness for
Oh, damn.
Finally in the game. Got some updates here for a lot of the
Yo, that looks absolutely nice.
Now they look a little more lifelike. Now again, when you get a year further on next gen, these things should change. You got Robert Saleh here.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, the lighting is making everything way better.
On the left is 23.
Oh,
they said that they use Sapien technology on the crowd as well, so the crowd does look slightly better.
100%.
Not really nothing to write home about. It doesn't look like,
but it's a crowd though.
Now let's look at the pre-game presentation. On the left is 23, on the right is 24. They did change it a little bit. They actually made the presentation shorter this year. They took some things away. They added a few new shots, like the quarterback walking up shots. I think those actually look good. They're keeping the same thing.
100%.
Prime time game type of feel here with the cinematic.
I like it.
Add some new opening shots, but pretty much after the opening shots, a lot of it is similar. They just run out the tunnel, kind of same stuff. You got some different wipes. They took away the flag. They took over the jets flying over and stuff like that. So it's really just some new shots in the beginning, some new wipes and transitions, but I do think those look better. And then maybe a couple new sideline shots, but other than that, like this one right here, I think with Mahomes, I think that might be a new shot. I could be.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
The presentation last year had more because it had next gen stats, it had the flag, it had the flyover. They took all that out. There's no more next gen stats or anything. So you could see on the right here, it's already about to start the game. The pregame for last year ran maybe like 20 to 30 seconds longer, had a few more things in it, as you could see. So just a few new.
But I think it's because people was skipping it, so it was kind of like
kind of similar thing. It's gonna just play off of the regular presentation, except with the Lombardi Trophy in there. So it's gonna be pretty much the same as the regular pre.
That would be a crazy matchup. The Saints versus Bills in the Super Bowl. That would be insane.
And it's gonna kind of be the quicker version. There's no next gen stats and stuff like that. So we'll watch it through here just to look at it. There may be some new shots on the right outside of the beginning. I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of it's very much the same as we've kind of experienced for some years now. The presentation for pregame and stuff usually updates maybe like every 3 years. Like they'll add a couple little things here, but it doesn't usually get any major update for like every 3 years, maybe even 4 years. That's just kind of how they do it. So you can see on the right, they're already at the coin toss. On the left,
it's hard because people just start to skip it, and it's like, why you put that much energy in it?
It's been the same for 3 years now. I think this is like really just only update like once every 5 years. Once we get a new one, we're just stuck with that one for 5 years, and we're kind of like back in that cycle now. They're showing some different angles here in 24. I don't know if these angles were in 23, but some of the shots, it's like the exact same shot happening, but they're showing it from a slightly different angle on a couple of the shots. So maybe that's what they changed to try to make it look a little different. But essentially, most of the shots are literally the exact same anyway.
I do like the angles though.
So they didn't really change much here. There's one small detail that they did change, which I'll show right here. When they're on the stage, the players don't have their helmets on anymore. So That's
Oh, I like that.
wearing their helmets, but they're still wearing it with the Super Bowl trophy being walked out and stuff. But on the stage, they take them off. So very, very minor change to the Super Bowl celebration. It's about time to revamp this again.
Yeah.
In the game at one time, so we're not constantly seeing the same thing. Now let's look at the weather. I don't really notice much difference with the weather. On the left is 23, on the right is 24. There is a new scoreboard as well as you can
I like the darker colors on the Madden 24, like the darker contrast, excuse me.
Next gen, in my opinion. Same with the snow, looks the same to me. Weather, kind of one of those things, it feels like it updates pretty much one time. When they go to a new console, it changes and it just stays the same for a while. Here's kind of the dirt on the jerseys and stuff. Not much difference. On the right is 24. It looks like they get maybe a little bit dirtier, but not really anything that significant. And here is the player movement. So the player movement's been pretty much the same since Madden 21 next gen. That's kind of the new player movement they've stuck with. It's been tweaked a little bit. You can see side by side. Still looks about the same. You know, when you're playing it, it could have a slightly different feel. Like jukes and spins and stuff like that sometimes feel slightly different year to year, but it's never like anything major. It's not a big of a jump as it was from old gen to new gen, where the movement is a completely different system. They're still using the same system from 21, some slight tweaks with the skill moves and stuff, but overall it's the same movement. Now in terms of franchise mode, feature wise, 24 definitely has a bunch more than 23. It's got mini camp, more trades, commissioner tools, relocation, all that, but the interface itself is the exact same as you can see. This is,
But I like the interface.
a couple years ago. They did change the social media screen up just a little bit. Some small tweaks there, nothing to write home about, but there is a small interface change there. The standing screen is the exact same as well, so nothing changed there. Now, I want to go over this because people have been asking on Madden 24, if you want to edit a player's equipment and appearance, it's different. There's no tab now. You got to scroll down on the first page of player bio. Then it brings you to the newer editor that's like the career mode editor, so you can edit that way.
Oh, I like that.
Change up. Some people are having trouble finding it. That's how you find it. In franchise mode, you open a player card, you go down to edit player, and on the first screen, you're going to scroll down to edit appearance. It's no longer a tab. So for the people...
Also, guys, if y'all want to get 99 overall, it's on my channel right now, so be sure to check that out.
You go down to edit appearance the same way as with players.
Oh, you can edit the coaches?
Editor.
I never thought about editing the coaches, though.
Barrel options, so I don't know if they're going to add that in later, but if you want to go edit the face, you can kind of just see them all on screen at the same time, so it's a little bit easier. I don't know if they added new faces or not. I'm not 100% familiar with that, but instead of just scrolling through,
I never thought of actually editing the
it's
coaches.
a little bit easier in that regard. You can also edit the coach's physique, which is new, and again, this is nothing big to write home about, but if you want to make a 7-foot 400-pound unit of a coach, or a 5'5", 160-pound coach, whatever you want to do, you can do that now.
Stop giving people ideas.
Also got a ton of new signature
Like I said in the intro, a humongous step up. Now, one thing I did not know was the numbers. The numbers look way better than they did in Madden 23. They're actually bigger. You can actually see them more. I like the way to me, I like the pads in the middle. The lower pads, they look good on some players. They don't look too good on other players. But overall, I think the middle is the perfect one for me. It's not going to satisfy everybody because everybody's going to say, oh, I wish they'd go back to the lower pads. Then when the lower pads come back, oh, I wish they'd go back to the bigger one. You're not going to satisfy everybody, but I think this is a good in between, in my opinion. This is a great video, a great side-by-side comparison of both. They even showed off he even showed off the Super Bowl. It was just a great comparison overall. That's going to do it for me, though. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this reaction. Lower soon one, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next